أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا محمد الأمين وعلى آله الطاهرين وصحبه الطيبين والتابعين لهم بخير وإحسان إلى يوم الدين وعلينا معهم وفيهم برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك علما نافعا ونعوذ بك من علم لا ينفع. اللهم نور قلوبنا، اللهم طهر قلوبنا من الرياء والنفاق. اللهم مصرف القلوب صرف قلوبنا على طاعتك يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك. وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا محمد وعلى آله وسلم. Beloved brothers and sisters in Islam, we are beginning with our readings and going to Hadith number 21. In our readings of Silsilah al-Ibriz bi Sanat al-Aziz through Musalsal bil-Itra, the Hadith that goes through the chain of narrations of Abu Muhammad al-Hasan al-Balkhi al-Husseini, and one of the narrators of this that reached the faqirs through the Sanad of Shah Waliullah rahimahullah ta'ala, and this can be found these hadith can be found online in a book called al-Arba'in of Shah Waliullah, the 40 hadith of Shah Waliullah. So we will go over the hadith with the takhrij and a brief explanation bi'idhnillah ta'ala for hadith number 21. Qala Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam aful muluki abaqa lil mulk. This is the pardoning of the rulers, or the pardoning of the kings, is more lasting or more in preserving the mulk, meaning the rule or the kingdom. The pardoning of the kings or of the rulers is what most preserves the kingdom or preserves the rule. This hadith that is narrated is also narrated from Sayyidina Ali by al-Rafa'i rahimahullah ta'ala, and in regards to our 12 brothers and sisters in their books, from Sayyidina Ali karamallahu wajah, from Sheikh al-Saduq in his book al-Faqih, and also al-Mu'a'idh and al-Majlisi in part of a longer hadith in his text Bihar Anwar. So the meaning of this hadith, or what we can derive from this, is first, number one, relates to the adab that rulers are supposed to have with those who they've been given authority over. And we don't believe as Muslims that society should not have order. We're not anarchists. We believe that there should be governmental authority, and this governmental authority, part of what they should rule upon is the principle of mercy. And we are told this in Surah Al-Ahraf. For an example, is a command given in Surah Al-Ahraf, the 7th Surah of Quran, Ayah 199, in which Imam Jafar al-Sadiq mentions that of any one ayah in the Quran that best sums up makarim al-akhlaq, noble traits of character, that al-Habib al-Mustafa Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was sent to perfect, was this surah and ayah, which has 3 commands: khudh al-af, wa'mir bil-arf, wa'adrid al-jahilin. There's 3 commands in this ayah. The first, take to pardoning, number 1. Number 2, then enjoying good. Enjoying good. And this is done with kindness and leniency in tone, bi-rifq wal-lin. And then وَعَدْلُ al-Jahilin. Right? So this is our basic adab in general, but this is a principle also for leaders. وَعَدْلُ al-Jahilin, and try to avoid and getting overly engaged and argumentative with ignorant people. People who are acting ignorantly mean belligerent in their ignorance. So this is from the ayah of Quran. In regards to rulership, and by the way, this could even be applied to an organizational perspective of an organization or leading a community, that once one's authority has been established, then in order to have a community survive and thrive, the community can't just simply be based on wanting to punish everyone for every fault or for every mistake. That there has to be a level of pardoning and tolerance so that there can be some sort of cohesion in the community, right? One, for the person, that they're not pushed out of the community, or those people who have sympathy for this person may view harshness as person as a means to want to try to stir up revolt or to protest against the leadership for what could be viewed as overly harsh treatment. Number 3 is the issue of justice in general, and by Allah, and I don't have any individual enemies, but I would never wish for my worst hypothetical enemy to be a king, or to be the president of a country, or to be a governor of a state for that matter, because there's a lot of hisab, a lot of judgment on this. Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, Karamallahu ta'ala wajhu radiyallahu an, and this is said while he was Khalifa, that it is better to pardon the guilty than to punish the innocent. It's better to pardon the guilty than to punish the innocent. So this is a legal maxim, and that sometimes when there are gray areas, or even if we are to know that a person is guilty of something, as long as this particular issue did not cause harm to other people, which other people are seeking their rights to be addressed, then there are times where it's better just to pardon the person. Not unless they have caused harm to other people, or they are causing some sort of public disorder. Then, of course, maybe that needs to be addressed in order to make sure people's rights are fulfilled, because a person cannot command another person to give up their right. When they have been harmed, that person has to give up their right, and they have to pardon themselves. The ruler can't pardon someone justly if someone else has a just claim when they or their family have been seriously injured. Like, for instance, if someone's family member, worst case scenario, was murdered, for instance, that's not the proper purview of a king or a political leader. With that, brothers and sisters in Islam, we ask Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us be a people of pardoning, and we ask Almighty Allah tabaraka wa ta'ala that if we are ever tried with being placed in a leadership position, and leadership that we should not seek, but if we are placed in a position of leadership, that we are granted the wisdom of the right circumstances of being lenient and granting people pardon. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين.